All right, guys. So I wanted to talk real quick about um, weather here in North Texas. Um, it is it's pretty warm. I think it's got to be in the 70s, right? And it's supposed to be in the 60s and 50s here for the next couple of weeks. I've looked at the 15-day forecast. I haven't seen anything lower than about mid 40s, right? So that's not always a good thing this early in spring because, well, quite frankly, we do tend to we're prone to late frost. Happens all the time. I remember really recently, a couple of years ago, April 9th was our last frost. It got down to like 29 in some areas, even though the local weatherman said the other day that it had been like 20 years since we had, it was like the latest in the last 20 years was like March 20th or something like that. That was, I don't know where he was measuring that from, but I know where I'm at. It got down to about 29. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about some of my fruit trees. Well, I only have two, but I've got some graft, a graft on another one. Anyway, let me turn y'all around. So my plum is blooming, which I'm happy, provided we don't get another frost in the next few weeks. And I've made a mistake, and I did not get out here and spray any neem. And I don't want to do it now because of the fact. Well, I may. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and spray it this evening. After I'm pretty sure the bees have probably gone home for the day if they've been out here at all. And then my peach. This peach is just banging out. Oh my God! Look, they're so beautiful too. Look how pretty that is. See, that's pretty. Well, the yard's not pretty, but the tree is. Uh, and this nectarine seems like it's just barely waking up. If we can, I don't know if that's gonna. It's just barely waking up. Oh, there we go. One right here. So it's not, I don't see any flowers. You see that flower right there? Well, that's just below this graft union. This is the nectarine from here up. But I guess maybe nectarines don't flower before they set leaves. Maybe, I don't know. It's really first time I've noticed that. But yeah, I mean, I've got flowers all over this peach, and I'm really hoping for some fruit this year. I'm gonna be upset if we get a late freeze and it kills all these blooms. Um, my neighbor did actually put up that little corrugated fence there, so that's pretty much north right there. So maybe that'll block some of the cold air. And I'm wondering if maybe that nectarine, maybe it just didn't get cold enough this year. It was a pretty mild winter. So that could be the problem with the nectarine part of that tree. So we'll see. Nectarine ain't nothing but a fuzzless peach, so I'm not too upset about it. Um, I did, and I will be the first to tell you that I am not a good onion grower. I don't really like onions all that much, but I got these sets started in my little 72 cell trays. I'd seen a couple of other people try it, and because we do have, like I said, we do have that tendency to get late cold snaps. They say you're supposed to plant onions in North Texas right around Valentine's Day. Well, I stuck these in those 72 cell trays right around Valentine's Day, and then just let them kind of do their thing. And I put them in ground yesterday. And this is something I don't like about wood chips. So I've got this deep wood chip, and in order to get down to any soil to actually plant in, you've got to dig pretty deep. And now I've got this big mound of wood chips that I don't really want to rake back over the onions because I kind of feel like that's going to restrict bulb size, but who knows? They may not bulb up very well anyway. But we'll see. I've only got one row of them. I think I got one pack of 50 from Wally World. Compost has heated up to about 140, 138-ish. So I'm happy with that. I want it a little higher than that, about 150, 158 somewhere. But if it gets any higher, which doesn't seem like it's likely to do, it's been at about 138 for 2 or 3 days now. But I may continue to add to that. I don't know. I kind of need it. need to quit adding to it. But then I've got garlic. I did plant a couple of other onion sets over here. Lots of cilantro. Just that one little row has got us. And you know, that's been in since fall. More garlic right here alongside the cilantro. I like to use garlic as kind of a pest deterrent because it's got that really pungent smell. Of course, it's I don't ever have any pests on my cilantro. Now I'll be damned if I remember what I put in here. I know I sowed some salad greens, a brassica salad mix over here, and some salad greens. You can see the salad greens right there, and right here. In between there, these are spinach. It's Monstro de Viruflay. How's my French, y'all? Y'all like that? I know y'all like that. But anyway, when I sowed all of these seeds, and that's why you see it's so patchy, it started raining, and it rained for like 4 days straight. And I'm just gonna assume that a lot of the seeds rotted in the soil. But, you know, a lot of them still came up, so we'll be in salad for, you know, the first part of spring. Collard that I kind of didn't get planted when everything else got planted out, and then everything else froze. My strawberries are still doing all right. They still just kind of seem pretty lethargic. Like they're not going to do much, but that's okay. As long as they... I just want them to set out a few runners and fill this bed and be able to get them to perennialize, and I'll be happy. More garlic. Like I said, I like to use garlic and all kinds of alliums to prevent pests. More garlic. Lettuce. These lettuce, when I brought them out, I forgot to harden them off. And they've bounced back, but for the first about week, they looked really sad. And I mean, quite a bit of that dark oak leaf variety. It's a mix that I bought at local garden center. Got a potato right in the mix. I forgot I planted there. I think I probably talked about that in a different video, but it was just some dried up spuds that I found under the truck, under the seat of my truck, that I got from that lady's land that I was supposed to be farming. And I could go on and on about that, but if y'all want to see a video explaining why that's not happening, I'll gladly explain it to you. But it's just kind of frustrating to think about. But yeah, so we'll have plenty of salads. I already snapped off the one decent sized asparagus that I have, but if you can see this little fella, he's just not doing very well. I don't know, not really sure why these have been in for 4 years. It's only 3 crowns right here. The others got planted somewhere else and they did not do well because I thought they were strawberries and they weren't. And I thought these were strawberries and they weren't. I got my crowns mixed up is what I did. Never unwrap your crowns or take the packaging off your crowns until you're ready to plant them. I put some peas in the ground over here. They're still not coming up. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the few things that I've got going on so far, in ground anyway. A couple of beets over there that I guess I must have sowed those in. Maybe, I don't know where those came up, to be honest. There's another one right there. I'm just going to see if it'll bulb up a little bit. I haven't had any luck with any of my root crops, to be honest. Mainly because they weren't really the things that I like to grow. But I've got lots of peppers and tomatoes over here that are hardening off. These peppers are all super hots. I got them started quite early. I don't know which one that is, but it is doing very well. It's been topped. It'll be going in ground pretty soon. I'm not sure when. Another super hot that's doing pretty well. We got a little bit of rain this morning. Another one that just kind of wants to chill and lay back. It's like, all right, wants to recline. All right, I can dig it. These, I think I just topped these all too early, which is, no big deal. They'll leap back. That one got a little bit of some kind of leaf curl that I don't know about. But all in all, I mean, I'll get a lot of really hot peppers, and I'm going to do a fermented sauce, and just try my hand at that. Got a couple of these that fell over, but it was a little bit windy this morning. But yeah, so that's if y'all, I know y'all probably see I'm in slacks. I just got back from a job interview, and yes, I killed it. I killed it, guys. I killed that job interview. I start tomorrow. More super hots. The only tomato varieties I'm growing this year, I'm not growing my favorite, which is Purple Cherokee, but I do have San Marzanos, True Black Brandywine, and Black Creme. Those are the only seeds that I had, and I didn't feel like going all the way to the store just to go buy a pack of Purple Cherokees. So yeah, and some eggplants that look like they got beat up a little bit in the wind, but they should bounce back pretty well. But that's what your hardening off process is supposed to prevent. If I put this in ground like that, they'd be in trouble. So yeah, that's just about it. If if we don't get a late freeze, then I should have a decent crop of strawberries. I'll get out of here this evening, spray with cold pressed neem and dish soap. I don't have any Dr. Bronner's dish soap or liquid soap, the Castile soap, which is organic, but I'll go ahead and use some Dawn on both of my trees. I've got some scions in the refrigerator, some apple scions, and some more on the way. And as soon as I get a check, I'm gonna go buy me a new apple tree. Not exactly sure where I'm gonna stick it, but I'll definitely be doing some grafting. So you guys hang tight, and maybe we can get you another video here pretty soon. I think it's gonna be a really good season, y'all. I really do. All right, take care, Facebook, YouTube, everybody, because I'll probably share this everywhere. Later.